do want to turn now to our top story of the day, and that is the Diddy trial after a little bit of a delay.
Please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, special agent, and Jonathan Lopez. On June 13th, 2025, some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of Special Agent and Jonathan Lopez testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source: courtroom reporter at Inner City Press on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion.
The government calls Special Agent Andre Lamon. Where do you work?
HSI in Los Angeles in the Human Unit.
Do you execute search warrants?
Yes, 50 or 60 so far.
Did you search 200 South Mapleton Drive in Los Angeles?
Yes. HSI New York asked HSI LA to be involved. We executed the search warrant.
Here's an exhibit. Please publish it. What are these other buildings?
Sauna, recording studio.
What rooms were searched?
All. It is a large property. I went through the objects that we seized, then entered them into our case management system.
We moved to enter into evidence these exhibits.
At this moment, the defense objected, and then they had a sidebar, then continued.
What are these?
The floor plans of 200 South Mapleton.
How do you know they are accurate?
I was there.
How many manila envelopes were there in the nightstand?
6.
What was written on them?
K.
Publish the stipulation. Testing determined in the K envelope with a shamrock on it was ketamine. Is there a safe in this closet?
Yes, it's gray there in the photo.
What was in the safe?
A passport for Sean Combs and a plastic bag with substances in it.
Stipulation at paragraph 15 to 16. Testing found the brown pebbles were MDMA. What is in this bag?
J&J baby oil, Astroglide, and some lingerie.
Where else were Astroglide and baby oil found?
In the bathroom, in the garage.
Show the photos. Where were these boxes of Astroglide?
In the garage.
Overall, how many bottles of baby oil did you find?
200.
How many bottles of Astroglide and 200 South Mapleton?
900.
Let's turn to the firearms found in the residence. What are these?
A Ruger, a Glock pistol, some AR-15 platform.
Show the photo. What is this?
The Smith & Wesson rifle on the chair. 3 30-round magazines. There is a 5.11 bag.
What's that?
Just a bag.
And this?
Rifles and a Mossberg shotgun.
And this?
A drum magazine, large capacity. This one was a 60 round. It had 59 rounds of green tip ammunition in it.
What does green tip ammunition do?
It is designed to pierce body armor.
Could you go look at the boxes of firearms in the cart next to you?
The serial numbers, where they existed, matched up.
Do any of the firearms not have serial numbers?
One did not, this one.
How are serial numbers eliminated?
Sanded off with a machine, it's smooth. Not like it was done with a screwdriver.
No further questions.
You are aware that Mr. Combs has security, right?
Yes.
And every gun and piece of ammo was recovered from the security office, right?
Yes.
There were no guns in the kid's bedroom?
None.
Was the security office door locked?
Not when I got there.
But before, isn't it important? Did it have a lock?
It had a knob. Lock, I don't know. We brought a locksmith, but I didn't see him touch that safe.
We're in Manhattan. We don't know a lot about guns. Sorry. This was a gun safe?
Designed for that.
Why not photo of opening it?
SRT goes in first.
So because of this protocol, we don't have any photographs. So you use a body cam?
No.
In your human work, have you ever dealt with Astroglide before?
Only in this case.
Okay, so the baby oil was in the garage.
It was the Astroglide in the garage.
You're from LA?
Yes.
Enjoy, no further questions.
Now the next witness was brought to the stand.
My colleagues tell me Mr. Combs has been nodding during cross. Please instruct him. The government calls Jonathan Perez. Where are you from?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
What was your work?
Personal assistant to Mr. C. Sean Combs.
From when?
December 2021 to September 2024.
How did you learn of the job?
KK reached out to me. Christina Corum. I had interviewed with her for the same job. KK told me to go to Miami for a trial.
What do you mean?
To try the job for a week. I passed the test, got hired.
What was your job?
Making sure he had material for meeting, buying gifts.
Where did you work?
LA and Miami.
Did KK and Mr. Combs appear to be personal friends too?
It would depend on the day.
And you and Mr. Combs?
First 6 months, little interaction. It was KK who'd give me instructions.
Then from Mr. Combs?
Yes.
When you were employed by Mr. Combs, were you aware of the term King Knight?
Yes. Mr. Combs going to a hotel to have private time with, a female.
Let me show you a photo under seal. I will refer to her as Jane.
Yes, she was a guest.
Did you include honey in your setups for King Knights?
Yes.
Why?
Honey increases a man's libido.
What lights would you bring?
Red, but they could change colors. We'd get better than at Target or Walgreens or Amazon.
Would you make purchases at sex stores?
Yes.
Would staff do cleanup after king nights?
Yes, I did it. It was in disarray, sheets and towels and oils. We would go to collect everything.
After the king night?
A meal and a drip.
Mr. Perez, is this your text message?
Yes, it's me, KK and Joey.
KK asks, how is the setup going? How much longer do y'all need? What did you write back?
I wrote, I got fruits and shakes and will ask Jane about outfits.
Then KK asks, is room done yet? How did you respond?
I wrote, room is done, now going to store.
What store?
Adult store.
Afterward, KK asks about cleanup. Of what?
The room.
How did you become aware of this video?
A videographer named Brandon showed it to me.
Where did you go?
I took an iPad and went to the office.
What was on the video?
Jane having with a black man and Mr. Combs watching.
Did you tell Mr. Combs?
I did. I told him I found it on an iPad and it probably shouldn't be there. He seemed surprised.
What did KK say?
That in the future, I should bring things like that to her. I described it to her.
Did you speak with her about it again?
KK said she had gotten a call from someone outside the company talking about the video in some capacity.
Did you record that conversation?
No.
Were you aware it was recorded?
No.
Show the stipulation. Seizure of Christina Corum's cell phone. We offer the audio and transcripts. Whose voice did you hear, Mr. Perez?
KK's.
Was Chef K in the theater?
Yes.
Why didn't you say Chef K was there?
I just wanted to minimize things.
Did anyone ask you again?
Yes, Fahim did. Asked me what happened when I found the video of Jane.
Are you aware of how Fahim knew?
No.
Mr. Perez, were you subpoenaed and do you have an immunity agreement?
Yes.
Let me show you this. What is it?
Mr. Combs's Gucci pouch.
What was in the Gucci pouch?
And money.
Now some text. Between whom?
Me and Rob.
Rob says, will you locate his Gucci pouch in his bathroom? What did you say?
I texted, there was no residue and I didn't steal any Addy, LOL.
Meanwhile, what?
Adderall.
As part of your employment, did you have any role in obtaining drugs?
A handful of times. I'd purchase or grab them from someone outside.
Who are you getting the drugs for?
Mr. Combs.
Which drugs?
Cocaine, Xanax, Molly.
How did you pay for the drugs?
Cash.
Where did you get the cash?
Security or the Gucci pouch.
Who in security?
Fahim.
What did your text here say?
I texted, I need $700 for Guido. For drugs.
And this text?
I texted, I'm still waiting for funds from TriStar, Mr. Combs' business managers.
Who'd you interact with at TriStar?
Robin Greenhill.
Did you get a FaceTime from Mr. Combs from Jane's house?
Yes, I dropped him at Jane's house with his supplies. Then he called me a couple of hours later.
How did Mr. Combs appear in the FaceTime?
Angry and annoyed.
Could you see Jane's face?
No, she was turned away.
What did Mr. Combs ask?
For me to say if there had been another female on a trip we had been on. I said no.
Had there been?
No.
How did you react during this FaceTime?
Pretty normal, I thought.
What did you do?
I told Fahim and KK that Mr. Combs was arguing with his guest and that I was going to pick him up.
What is this?
Message between me, Fahim, and Mr. Combs, June 20th, 2024. I wrote, need cash for his guest ASAP.
Do you know what the money was for?
No.
Why did you leave working for Mr. Combs?
To avoid a situation like this.
How do you feel about Mr. Combs?
Great. The same way as when I worked there.
No further questions.
Mr. Combs is a motivator, yes.
He is.
Have you seen Mr. Combs cry? Let me show you something. Give me 1 second. Your Honor, may I hand him a book? 3605.
I can't remember if he was crying, but this does remind me that he was upset.
Look again.
It does not refresh.
You said there was a lot going on. Do you remember the March searches?
Yes.
You saw the news?
Yes.
Have you been in the bedroom at 2 Star?
Yes.
Did you ever see any guns there?
No.
Did you ever see him with firearms?
Never. I only saw security with them.
Because he's a man of note, right?
Yes.
He's a man respected in many fields.
At this moment, the prosecution objected and then continued.
You have worked with other celebrities?
Yes,
And many of them have security, right?
they do.
You mentioned Jane. She was nice to you.
Yes.
You called King Knight's personal time, right?
Yes.
Mr. Combs works long hours, right?
Yes.
Because you worked out of his homes, sometimes business and personal got mixed, right?
Correct.
Setting up a King's Night, was that business or personal?
Personal.
And buying drugs. I'm not saying you did it often. That was personal too, right?
Right.
And buying lingerie for Jane, personal?
Personal.
Did Jane always appear to you to be a willing participant in the King's Nights?
At this moment, the prosecution objected and it was overruled.
Yes, always.
A small amount of drugs, personal use?
At this moment, the prosecution objected and it was sustained.
Can you estimate percentages of your work business and personal?
I'd say personal was 1%.
Mr. Combs needed help connection to Bluetooth.
Yes.
He was not very high tech.
He was not.
Mr. Combs was working on an album. Very hard, right?
Yes.
You said KK and Mr. Combs were close, right?
Yes?
But you are not saying it was sexual?
I am not.
The argument you saw on FaceTime, it was a verbal argument, not physical as you saw it, right?
Right.
You learned it was about jealousy?
Yes.
Jane was very jealous.
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and it was sustained.
You're about the same age as Jane?
Yes?
Was Jane a strong and independent woman?
Yes.
You made purchases in sex stores with the company credit card.
Yes?
But you don't know if Mr. Combs paid?
I don't.
The hotel was put in your name. You had to go in to set up the room, right?
Yes.
And if the room was registered as Sean Combs, there might be cameras outside, right?
Yes.
We propose this exhibit.
At this moment, the prosecution objected, and then they had a sidebar.
So, Mr. Perez, these are between you and Jane. What did you say to her?
I was setting up a king's night. She was telling me what to get.
She is cooperating in setting it up. Here, the chef says he's making her avocado toast. She asks for hot tea and honey to go with heart emoji. And you replied?
I loved it.
And you wrote?
I wrote, "Have a good flight and dinner. I want photos of you and the gang."
She wrote to you, "He's looking for smoke," and you wrote, "Coming?"
Yes.
Your Honor, I don't have any further questions.
Was getting those things for Jane part of your job?
Yes.
Did you ever set up king nights on vacation?
No.
This item, new hookah, is that personal?
Not necessarily.
And the baby oil?
Personal.
Part of your job?
Yes.
It was TriStar which designated the payments, not you, right?
Right.
And that was it for the Diddy trial today. It was a bit of a hectic day today, as it was all mostly the defense prosecution arguing. But what did you think about this testimony? Do you think this helped the defense or prosecution? And what did you think about Kanye West being in the courtroom to support Diddy? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.